Welcome to the Ironwood Gym. Have you ever had someone come up to you and show you a video and then ask you, how's my technique look? We live in an age now where technology, there's a cell phone in every pocket, there's a cell phone with every person that walks through the gym. Personally, I like the days where we ban cell phones from the gym, but that's not what today is. And honestly, the cell phones can be a very powerful tool when you use the cameras, when you use the videos. They can really be a very powerful tool to help someone that maybe doesn't have access to a coach right there with them. However, they cannot replace a coach right there with you. Okay, and the point that I want you to understand is that the coach's eye is better than a cell phone. Okay, it's better than the camera. Now the camera, it has its place, because if you don't have access to a coach or someone to watch you every workout, every set, every rep that you're doing, then you can take a video and send it to your coach or your online coach or advisor, or maybe a group. There's groups now where you can post your video and you can get multiple high-level lifters commenting and saying, hey, this is what you need to look at, this is what you need to do differently. And that is outstanding. That is a great benefit to the technology that's available to us. But it still doesn't replace a coach's eye. And one of the first times I remember, I've had this these things happen numerous times, okay? But the first time I remember, I had a guy ask me, I was watching him do split jerks, and I was standing no more than 7 or 8 feet at most behind him. So I had a very good view of everything, I had it right there. And he asked me after he finished his set, hey, how did that look? I was like, well, you got a little bit of a press out in it. Okay. Then he comes up to me after the workout's over, and apparently, I don't know if someone had recorded it or if he had the cell phone going and I didn't see it. And he shows it to me. He's like, look, there's no press out. This is the one. There's no press out. Sorry, I saw what I saw. And when you're looking through technology, understand that I'm seeing it live. I'm seeing everything full size and live. When you're using a cell phone, you just have a little tiny screen. So those little tiny details are harder to see. And I am talking about the details here. The gross picture, he looked okay. But for the details, I could pull those out with my own eyes, where you're not going to see that as well. Even with all the new HD and 4K and whatever else is out there, the size is so shrunk down, you just don't get the perfect picture like you do with a good coach's eye. Don't rely on technology when it comes to the details, or when you're really trying to refine your technique. It is good. You can use it as a tool. It's a powerful tool, but it's not perfect. All right. And a good coach's eye can see much more. They can see the effort. They can see the strain. They can see little tiny flexions, extensions that are happening that isn't going to be visible in your cell phone. Okay. But I've had that happen numerous times. The other thing that, I think that's the biggest thing, is just the size comparison. In real life, you're going to get to see those details that you cannot draw out from a video. I mean, how many times have you seen a video that it looks like, oh, that looks really easy, but then when you're experiencing it yourself, or you're watching someone go through it, you see an entirely different level of effort that is going into that lift. But most importantly is those small details, like the locking out a jerk or a press out on a jerk that's just slight. but you can't quite get that on the video, or you don't quite see it. But a judge watching you, standing in front of you, or maybe standing to the side, can see those things. So when it comes to the details, try to get a coach to watch you, a good coach that knows what they're looking for, versus relying on a cell phone that you then upload it to the internet or to some platform for someone else to watch from 1,000 miles away. Rely on the coach's eye. The coach's eye will always be right. Till next time, always be in the pursuit of strength.